This is the ultimate tier list of the best and worst stability shoes this year. I'm breaking down which stability shoes deserve your attention and which ones might ruin your run. So let's jump right in. Let's kick things off with a shoe that's practically synonymous with stability running, the ASICS Gel-Kayano 31. Now, if you're someone who's been in the running world for a while, you know that the Kayano series is the OG of stability trainers. But does the 31st version still live up to that legendary reputation? The Kayano 31 comes in at 10.7 ounces for men and 9.4 ounces for women. It's got a hefty 40mm stack height in the heel and 30mm in the forefoot, giving you a 10mm drop. So, if you like a higher heel to toe ratio, this is right in your sweet spot. But what makes this shoe truly shine for stability is its 4D guidance system and the soft yet bouncy FF Blast Plus Eco midsole. It's stable, cushioned, and has just the right amount of flex to keep things smooth. Now, no shoe is perfect, and here are a couple of things to keep in mind with the Kayano 31. The engineered mesh upper can get a little hot. If you're running in summer or warmer climates, your feet might feel like they're in a sauna after a few miles. It's not a deal breaker, but something to consider. And the shoe's weight. At over 10 ounces, it's not the lightest shoe out there. You'll feel the bulk if you're trying to pick up the pace, so if speed work is a priority, this might not be your go-to shoe. Overall, the ASICS Gel-Kayano 31 is still a powerhouse in the stability shoe game. It runs a bit hot, and it's not the lightest, but for a stability runner, those are small trade-offs for the comfort and durability you're getting. For me, this shoe is an easy S tier. ASICS took what was already great about the Kayano 30 and made small improvements to make it even better. So, if you're looking for stability, it might be time to come home to the Kayano. If you enjoy these kinds of videos even a little, hit that subscribe button. Think of it as a way to give back, and let's keep running strong together. We have the shoe that made a comeback, the Saucony Hurricane 24. For those who don't know, Saucony initially retired this fan favorite, but after some serious outcry from stability runners, they brought it back with a brand new look and feel. Let's see how the Hurricane 24 holds up after its much anticipated return. Now, the Hurricane 24 is all about super cushioned comfort with rock solid stability, weighing in at 10.6 ounces for men and 9.8 ounces for women. As the Kayano, it's not the lightest, but the Power Run plus midsole more than makes up for it with softness and bounce. It also features center path technology to guide your stride and high sidewalls for extra support. Stack height, we're looking at 38mm in the heel and 32mm in the forefoot, giving you a 6mm drop. And those dual density foams, Saucony has layered Power Run PB on top for cushion and responsiveness, while Power Run frame below ensures a stable and protective base. Right out of the box, this shoe feels luxurious. The Ortholite sock liner and plush upper give you a velvety feel as soon as you lace up. Pure comfort, and Saucony's rocker geometry gives it a smooth ride. Feels nice, safe, and with a bit of snap from the push-off. Here's where the Hurricane 24 could improve though. For me, who enjoys shoes like the Nova Blast from ASICS and who likes to lace up the Vaporfly from Nike as much as possible, there's the weight. At 10.6 ounces or 300 grams, it is a little heavy. I know, this is a shoe built for comfort and stability, not speed, but still, it feels a little chunky. So, the Saucony Hurricane 24, does it deliver on the same level as the Kayano? No, but for runners looking for extra stability paired with maxed out comfort, this shoe is totally worth your money. It's built for those long recovery miles or easy days when you want to feel supported but cushioned, and it does what's promised. However, the weight is too noticeable, which unfortunately eliminates S tier. But for stability and smoothness, this shoe is a solid A tier in my book. Next on our list is the Cloudflyer 5, a shoe that promises premium build quality and comfort, but does it deliver where it matters most? On the run? Spoiler alert, this one left me with some mixed feelings. The Cloudflyer 5 boasts a 33.2mm heel stack and a 25.3mm forefoot stack, giving it a 7.9mm drop, ideal for heel strikers looking for stability. On also incorporated their signature Helion midsole foam with Cloud Tech for extra shock absorption, and the dual density midsole adds medial support for pronators. Sounds great on paper, right? But at 11.6 ounces, 329 grams, this shoe feels heavy, and not in a reassuring, stable way. Heavier than the Hurricane, and you'll feel it. First things first, the upper on the Cloudflyer 5 is decent and very breathable actually. It features strategically placed ventilation holes that kept my feet surprisingly cool. The tongue is also padded for extra comfort, and the semi-gusseted design keeps it securely in place. If you're someone who wants a shoe that feels like a slipper for walking, this might work for you, but a comfortable upper alone doesn't make a great running shoe. This is where the Cloudflyer 5 really starts to lose points. As you already know by now, this shoe feels unnecessarily heavy, but the firm Helion midsole doesn't help either. While stability is solid thanks to the dual foam setup and wide base, the ride is is uninspired. The shoe feels clunky on push-off, and despite the Cloudtech pods compressing slightly, there's very little energy return. If you're looking for a lively or responsive running experience, this isn't the shoe for you. One area where the Cloudflyer 5 does redeem itself is durability. The 4mm outsole is thicker than most and provides decent wear resistance, although it contributes to the shoe's excessive weight. For me, running should feel fun and effortless, and this shoe doesn't deliver. That's why it lands in D tier on this list. But hey, if you've tried the Cloudflyer 5, let me know your thoughts in the comments. No wrong answers. The 860 V14 does a lot right for a stability shoe. It's got a dual-layer Fresh Foam X midsole that's soft underfoot with a firmer layer in the heel for support. The ride feels smooth and forgiving, especially for heel strikers or anyone dealing with mild pronation. Durability. The outsole has excellent coverage and grips well on most surfaces. Plus, it's priced reasonably, making it a good value for what you're getting. But there are a few issues. The upper, while comfortable, lacks durability and doesn't breathe as well as I'd like. And while the cushioning is soft, it doesn't give much energy return. It's more about comfort than performance, which is completely and utterly fine, but there are options that deliver better performance and still manages to support your stride. This shoe is great for runners who need a reliable, stable option for easy miles or walking. If you're a fan of New Balance's cushioned models like the 880 or 1080 but need more support, this could be your shoe. But if you're after something lighter and more responsive, I'd recommend checking out the next shoe on this list. If you're enjoying these reviews, hit that subscribe button. I've got plenty more to share that I know you'll enjoy if you are a true runner. The 860 V14 from New Balance is dependable, comfortable, and a good value, but its weight, limited breathability, and lack of liveliness hold it back from being a standout. That's why it's a C-tier shoe for me. Next up, we're talking about the Brooks Adrenaline GTS 23, a shoe that's been a staple for stability runners for over 2 decades. Known for its go-to stability, GTS, this model continues to set the standard for runners looking for support without compromising comfort. Let's dive into what has made the Adrenaline GTS 23 one of the most reliable options in 2024. It packs a lot of punch when it comes to stability, and it's no wonder this shoe has such a strong following. Weighing in at 10.1 ounces, 286 grams, it features a 34mm heel stack and a 21.5mm forefoot stack, resulting in a 12mm drop. That makes it ideal for heel strikers who want some extra cushioning to soften the impact. Key features include DNA Loft V2 midsole for a cushioned yet responsive ride, guide rails technology for lateral stability, perfect for those who need support to prevent excessive movement, a breathable engineered mesh upper that keeps things cool during runs. When I first put on the Adrenaline GTS 23, I immediately noticed the plushness of the tongue and heel collar. What really stood out to me is how well this shoe handles long runs. After a few miles, you can feel the guide rails system kicking in, keeping your foot aligned without being intrusive. It's the kind of stability that feels natural, letting you focus on your run, not on correcting your stride. It's also a great option if you're someone who experiences knee issues, as the guide rails help reduce excess movement that can strain your joints. This means that this shoe is one of the few stability shoes which can be enjoyed by neutral runners as well, without feeling too rigid under your arches. But it's not just about stability. The shoe's outsole offers excellent grip and durability. I ran on wet and dry surfaces, and the traction was solid in both conditions. The 3.6mm outsole thickness means you won't have to worry about wearing these out too quickly. Of course, no shoe is perfect. While the engineered mesh is breathable, it's not the toughest material. I noticed some early wear and tear, especially around the toe box, so if you're logging lots of miles, keep an eye on that. The forefoot cushioning could be better. At 21.5mm, it feels a little thin compared to other stability shoes, so forefoot strikers might want to look at alternatives like the Brooks Glycerin GTS 20 or Saucony Guide 17 for more padding in that area. While it's not perfect for everyone, it's an easy pick for S tier when it comes to stability shoes in 2024.